Very few American architects have ever reached the level of global recognition that Frank Lloyd Wright did. And chances are, you've heard his name no matter where you live. He completely reshaped how we think about buildings, space, and the relationship between design and nature. From Europe to Asia to right here in North America, his influence is everywhere. And it's still going strong today. So when Airstream teamed up with the Frank Lloyd Wright Foundation, it was bound to turn heads. Together, they created something truly special. Just 200 units of a limited edition Airstream that feels unlike anything the brand has ever done before. Appropriately, it's called the Frank Lloyd Wright Limited Edition, and it's packed with ideas that made Wright's work so timeless. One of the big inspirations here comes from Wright's own concept of Usonian design. This was his vision for architecture that blends into its surroundings, uses natural light, feels efficient and flexible, and just works with nature instead of fighting it. If you've ever walked through one of his buildings, you know exactly what that feels like. Airstream took those ideas and merged them with their own talent for building iconic, long-lasting travel trailers, and the result is pretty stunning. Fun fact, Frank Lloyd Wright even designed a mobile kitchen on wheels back in the day. It never got built, but the drawings still exist in the Taliesin West archives. In a way, this Airstream feels like that idea finally coming to life. Starting with the exterior, you can immediately see the focus on blending into the environment, but with a strong dose of Wright's signature style. The side door might look like a classic Airstream entry at first, but once you open it, there's no mistaking what you're standing in. The Gordon leaf pattern jumps right out at you, a design created by Wright's trusted apprentice, Eugene Masselink, and it sets the tone for everything inside. That same pattern shows up not just on the door, but on nearby screens and throughout the interior, creating a real sense of continuity. Everything feels connected, cohesive, and thoughtfully designed. Another standout feature is the rear hatch. Open it up and suddenly the line between inside and outside disappears. You're instantly connected to your surroundings, which feels very on-brand for both Wright and Airstream. Step inside, and the interior might look simple at first glance, but it's incredibly efficient. There's a vintage vibe happening here, but it never feels outdated. Instead, it's a modern space that nods to the past while still making perfect sense today, which is kind of the whole point of this collaboration. At the back of the trailer, you'll find a space that works as a cozy daytime lounge, perfect for reading, napping, or just hanging out. When night rolls around, the benches easily transform into a spacious wall-to-wall bed, showing off that idea of adaptability once again. Look up and you'll notice the beautiful ceiling detail running down the center, along with warm lighting and overhead storage finished in earthy wood tones. Yes, the Gordon leaf pattern makes another appearance here too. That slatted ceiling design continues toward the front, passing the kitchen and bathroom before opening up into what truly feels like a living room. It has that same vintage meets modern feel, and it's a space you can really imagine spending time in. There's more storage here, more Wright-inspired details, and one very clever feature: a dining table that slides along a rail system on the side wall. This movable table lets you reconfigure the space however you want. Set it up for a meal, slide it away to make room for guests, or turn the area into a small workspace. Or if you're feeling playful, drop the table entirely and enjoy the extra open floor space. Little touches like this are what make this Airstream feel truly special and worthy of its 1 of 200 status. Of course, it still comes fully equipped for life on the road, with all the essentials you'd expect from Airstream, including a convection microwave, a 3-burner cooktop, heating and cooling systems, and plenty more. On top of that, you get 300 watts of rooftop solar, a 2,000-watt inverter, and a 2.5 kilowatt-hour battery bank, plus 37 gallons of fresh water to keep you going off-grid. Keep in mind, this trailer comes in at a 7,600-pound GVWR, so towing is something you'll want to plan for. As for the price, Airstream lists these starting at $184,900. So what do you think? Did Airstream and the Frank Lloyd Wright Foundation hit all the right notes with this collaboration? Or do you feel like something's missing? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't be surprised if Airstream is paying attention.